The final episode of Outlander begins at Fraser's Ridge during the quiet hours before sunrise. The world feels strangely calm. Too calm. Claire wakes suddenly from another nightmare, gasping for breath as rain taps softly against the cabin windows. Beside her, Jamie is already awake, sitting silently near the fire with an unread letter in his hands. For a long moment, neither of them speaks. Then Claire notices the tears in Jamie's eyes. And her heart sinks instantly. Jamie finally reveals the truth he has been hiding for weeks. During his last journey into town, he received a warning from an old friend connected to the British Army. Soldiers are coming to the ridge at dawn. But this time, they are not coming for land. They are coming for him. Jamie explains that years ago, before Claire returned through the stones, he secretly helped several fugitives escape execution. Someone survived and exposed everything. Now the Crown wants Jamie publicly executed as a traitor. Claire refuses to believe it. After everything they survived together, fate cannot possibly end their story like this. But Jamie already knows there is no escape left. By sunrise, the ridge begins preparing for the worst. Brianna, Roger, and Ian desperately try to convince Jamie to run, but he refuses. If he flees, the soldiers will destroy the ridge and everyone living there. Jamie would rather sacrifice himself than let his family suffer. Claire breaks apart hearing this. For the first time in years, she begs him not to be brave. Not to be honorable. Just to stay alive. But Jamie gently wipes the tears from her face and whispers, "All I have ever wanted, was time with ye." The soldiers arrive before noon. The entire ridge watches in silence as Jamie walks forward alone to meet them. Claire clings tightly to his hand until the very last second. Then she is forced to let go. Hours later, Jamie is taken to a nearby prison settlement while the family secretly plans a rescue. Brianna discovers an underground route leading beneath the old fort where Jamie is being held. That night, Claire sneaks inside alone. She finds Jamie sitting calmly in chains beneath candlelight. The moment he sees her, he smiles softly, almost as if seeing her one last time is enough. Claire desperately tells him they can still escape. Roger and Ian are waiting outside with horses. Everything is ready. But Jamie quietly refuses. Because he knows the truth Claire does not. The soldiers never plan to let the ridge survive. If Jamie disappears, they will return and slaughter everyone connected to him. Claire realizes he has already accepted his fate. She collapses beside him in tears, unable to breathe through the pain. Jamie gently pulls her close despite the chains between them. And there, in the silence of the prison cell, they share one final night together. Claire shakes her head through tears, unable to imagine life without him. But Jamie smiles softly and says, "You once crossed time for me, Sassenach." He presses his forehead gently against hers. Perhaps love is stronger than time after all. The prison doors open. Soldiers pull Jamie away as Claire screams and fights to reach him. But Jamie never stops looking at her. Not even for a second. The next scene cuts to the execution grounds outside the fort. Rain pours heavily as the crowd gathers in silence. Claire forces her way through the people just in time to see Jamie standing before the gallows. Broken. Bruised. But unafraid. Their eyes meet across the storm. And suddenly, everything else disappears. No soldiers. No crowd. Only them. Jamie smiles faintly and mouths the words, "I love you." Claire sobs uncontrollably as the execution begins. But just before the final moment, a massive explosion erupts behind the fort. Roger and Ian launch their desperate rescue plan, throwing the entire settlement into chaos. Smoke fills the air as prisoners escape in every direction. Claire runs toward Jamie while gunfire explodes around them. For one brief moment, it seems they might actually survive. Then a single gunshot echoes through the smoke. Jamie freezes. Claire catches him before he collapses. Blood spreads across his chest as the rain pours harder than ever. Jamie looks into her eyes weakly and whispers, "No more tears now, Mo Crith." Claire holds him tightly, begging him to stay with her. But Jamie smiles one final time. And with his hand in hers, he dies. The storm slowly fades by morning. Weeks later, Claire stands alone beside Jamie's grave overlooking Fraser's Ridge. Brianna and Roger prepare to return through the stones, but Claire refuses to leave. Because every part of Jamie still lives there. In the mountains. In the wind. In her heart. The final scene shows Claire walking alone through the fields at sunset. Then suddenly, she hears footsteps behind her. A familiar voice whispers softly, "Sassenach." Claire closes her eyes as tears fall down her face. And for the briefest moment, she smiles. The screen fades to black forever.